it could be like a Silent Hill type thing where there are just these people that are in this abandoned mall that happen to be alongside him that like he's not sure
Yeah.
why.
Okay. So that's interesting because when I was doing some of my prep here, I was feeling this compulsion to write classic mall type characters, and then as I was doing that, I was like, wait, no, it's
Mhm.
abandoned. They wouldn't be here. But then, if for whatever reason he gets into the mall and there's just a mall goth around, a skater, a security guard, like it's
Mhm.
interesting to have people somehow still keeping up the archetypal architecture of the mall even after its
Mhm.
closure. So I actually really
No.
like that idea. And I again, Silent Hill's a great reference because I know exactly
Mhm.
what kind of energy you're talking
Yes.
about there too. Did you have like someone specific in mind? Because I've got some if you want me to take the
No,
reins,
go
but
for it. Go for it.
okay. So one of my favorite mall archetypes, and I was a high schooler who hung out at the mall a lot. It's just kind of one of the things I had to do. I love
Mhm.
a mall goth. You know, I feel like they're everywhere. They're in every mall you ever go to, especially if that mall has a hot topic. So I have a character named. I've got a bunch of details about her. Skylar Brenwood is the name I came up with. And so I have everything that I have here is past tense, like she's a former employee. But if we want to go down
Mhm.
the route that you were talking about, maybe this is still what her personality looks like. She works
Mhm.
at the Hot Topic, or whatever narratively copyright friendly Hot Topic equivalent we decide on. Um, she's a nicotine addict that can either be vaping or cigarettes. I just like the idea of her having that oral kind of fixation because
Mhm.
I think that paints a very, I think, as unhealthy as it is in real life, being a smoker just is such like a great character trait in
Yeah.
fiction. It just
Yeah.
works so well. Like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. If you've ever watched Cowboy
Oh yeah.
Bebop,
Yeah.
he makes smoking look
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
hot. It's crazy. Okay. um, her personality is very typically goth, and I mean that in the non-archetypal way, but like what it actually is like to associate with goths, which is that she's actually
Mhm.
like a friendly enough person. It's just her appearance and her like interests that are dark and creepy. Um, she often claims that she doesn't scare easily, but when in intense situations, she actually does kind of
Mhm.
crumble a little bit under that pressure.
Mhm.
Um, and then the last thing I had is that she isn't mean, but she has a hard time opening up to people, and that makes her feel kind of
Mhm.
cold. And
So
so,
she's not mean, but pushes them away. Okay.
yeah, she's just very resistant to actual human connection in my head.
Mhm.
So that's all I wrote there, and I didn't have an idea that she would thread into the narrative, but I just was like, as a part of it, I like
Mhm.
that idea. She was actually the very first thing I wrote on my note doc because I love mall goths. They're at every mall, and there are variations too. Like I'm imagining her very classically goth, but there's also like pastel
Mhm.
goth, and there's like cyber goth, whatever it's called. Like there's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm curious. There's plenty to be done with that. Um, and there's if we just want to establish her and then move on and come back to her later, that's also an option.
Hmm. Well, maybe we could go with a theme of like giving each of these characters some sort of like phobia.
Okay. Again, very
Maybe.
Silent Hill, but I'm into it. I'm into it.
Yeah. It is a very Silent Hill now that I'm thinking about all the stuff.
I mean,
But
look, Silent Hill didn't invent the idea of a physical manifestation of psychological horror, but it sure
yeah,
perfected it. So it's easy to
exactly.
reference.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think? What do we think might her phobia be?
Because I'm because if her main character traits are that she's friendly but she pushes people away and she's like a smoker, it could be that like I forget what the actual term for it is, but like fear of like fire and
Hmm.
like
It's I have to imagine it's something pyrophobia. But yeah,
pyrophobia.
let's
Yes.
yeah, fear of fire. It is literally pyrophobia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. Okay, so that's interesting. She's a smoker. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so there's something there. She has a
Hmm.
fear of fire, but she's a smoker, and I think Oh, God, there's another interesting route there of maybe she only uses vape products because she doesn't want to light an actual lighter. But on the other hand, I actually like it more if she basically microdoses her own phobia every time she lights up a cigarette.
Yeah,
Something like
exactly.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's kind of where you were
yeah,
at. Yeah, I like that idea.
yeah.
It's like a control thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and maybe an overlying theme with both Aaron and what do I call her, Skylar now, um,
Skylar.
is a confrontation of one's own phobia, but not in the most direct like clinical sense, like not
Hmm.
in a way a therapist would recommend, but in a kind of backwards, maybe maladaptive kind of way, um,
Hmm.
which I think is interesting there. So why is she afraid of fire? Is the question.
Well, it could be like again. It could be like a Silent Hill type thing where, like, she's actually, like all these people are like being, like have like died,
Yeah,
right, in a way,
yeah.
but they're still being like, they're still alive in within the mall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it could be that there's like it's something simple like her parents also like at this mall like died in a fire or something. Like it could be like all these small different occurrences that are like it has something to do with like a person of their past dying in this mall, and they're brought here,
Okay, so
you
that's
know.
interesting. So maybe we establish as an overarching theme that everyone, and I feel like I want to distance Eugene from this because I feel like
Mhm.
Eugene needs to be his own story element
Mhm.
in itself. He feels already in the way that we've characterized him, like just too relevant to the major
Yeah,
mystery.
yeah.
But every other character who we encounter here, be it coming in, like I have a and we can figure this out later, but I have like a police officer
Mhm.
character who witnesses Aaron breaking into the mall and follows after Aaron and then
Mhm.
becomes a part of things. And so maybe that's an outlier, or maybe like it's destiny and they also have a connection. But either way, every
Mhm.
non-Eugene character does have a fatal connection to this mall.